you now is what I always wanted. Could never have too many things. Well, you quit kicking me under the table. I'm trying, will somebody make us shut up about it? Can we settle down, please?
When we encounter beauty, do we have any control, any say in how it makes us feel, how it affects us? When it strikes us, when it walks towards us, are we consciously able to even decide what we think is beautiful? It's because we don't think it, we feel it. It's beyond our control and completely inexplicable. When we set out to make something, we can have it in our mind's eye that we'd like it to be beautiful, but that doesn't mean that it's guaranteed to be that way. Beauty comes from a different place. I think the thing most interesting to me about this place, Lion's Den Gorge, isn't what brought me here in the first place. It's what brought me back. For me anyways, it's kind of hard to explain what exactly about this place feels special. I think the impact that it had on me had something to do with the way that I was introduced to this place. When I was first brought here, all I really knew about it was that it was called Lion's Den. I didn't know where it was, I didn't know what it was around, I didn't know anything. What I did know, however, is that I was open to an experience. My first time walking on this path was in the middle of the night. Even though Milwaukee was only a few miles away, it still felt like an adventure into the unknown. Maybe it's that we were being too loud, or maybe it's just that I wasn't listening. But the sound of Lake Michigan's waves crashing against the shore had gone completely unnoticed by me. Until suddenly, in a single moment, I was completely overcome by them. While I wasn't intending on interviewing anyone for this video, I did see somebody that I decided to ask what brought him out to Lion's Den Gorge, and here's what he had to say.
Well, my name is Martin Blair, and I'm actually surprising someone out here on this, because it's a gorgeous place. Girlfriend of mine. This is where we came back to. She went to Florida and she came back, and we kind of had a separation, and being outside of talking communication, I went back to talk to her, and this is where we first met for coffee. So it's kind of symbolic. That and the view is gorgeous. So I mean, that's pretty much it. I dropped a note off on her car at Concordia, and left it on her windshield, and then she's supposed to hopefully find it for my crude drawing to come here.
It's definitely worth asking the question. And here's the basic idea. Let's go back. Well, but what does that mean? Back. Well, back to what? A place? A time? a feeling? When we want to go back, what exactly is the drive behind our desire? What exactly does it mean? Is there a failure of expectation in wanting to go back to a time when something was beautiful, when you recognized it, when you appreciated it, when you felt it? In the experiences of extraordinary beauty, whether in nature or in art, we are able to grasp a phenomenon in its distinctiveness that otherwise remains veiled. What we encounter in such an experience is as overwhelming as a miracle, something we will never get over. I believe that there is a reason why people are so drawn back to nature. As Balthasar states, when we encounter extraordinary beauty, it doesn't leave us, it stays with us. And while we can appreciate this beauty, it cannot be understood. As Balthasar states, to dispel the charm of beauty by reducing its appearance into some truth lying behind or above it is to eliminate beauty altogether and to show that it was never really perceived in its distinctiveness. That is to say, the human person is capable of receiving the weight and the glory of God, but not understanding it. While there's certainly beauty in human love, its finitude limits it from approaching the glory of God. The beauty we find in nature, on the other hand, does not possess these same limitations that human love does. And yet this aesthetic beauty we find in nature is to be as equally inconceivable as the beauty we find in human love. Already in the realm of nature, Eros is the chosen place of beauty. Whatever we love, no matter how profoundly or superficially we may love it, always appears radiant with glory. And whatever is objectively perceived as glorious, no matter how profoundly or superficially we experience it, does not penetrate into the onlooker except through the specificity of an Eros. Therefore, as beauty is God's revelation of love and His own glory, and beauty found in nature does not possess the limitations of human love, the desire to go back to nature is, at its heart, a desire to go back to God.